Then there's Hunter. Then it's Mark Williams. And it's Ball in at the point.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
Ball up top, guarded by Smart. And Ball slams it in.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. They get it again. And Embiid throws it down.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
Now, here's Ball. Coming off 31 points last game. In the corner, it's Hunter. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jackson kicks to Smart. Pass to Embiid. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3. Start.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Indiana. They're locked in again at that 3rd spot. Not a bad place to be.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they're the best in class when it comes to putting a great product on the court. And we've seen that in the early going.
Now here's Embiid. He has 6. Smart kicks to Embiid. And Holmgren pulls it down. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm strength. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Leonard drains the 19-footer.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Ball against Smart. Williams, a screen on Smart. Here's Ball, and the rejection by Embiid. Williams gets the bucket. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Embiid the screen. Leonard on the wing. To the left wing. Fires from 18. Rebound by Williams. Chicago trailing here. Pass to Hunter. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Holmgren. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Jackson with it. Williams picks him up. And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Ball. Outside Williams. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Williams sends a screen for McDaniel. The Pacers pull it in, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
Here's Ball. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough.
The previous play is under review.
Technology, we've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review. Is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Indiana leading. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Leonard scores at all three levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
McDaniels a screen on Claxton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Free throw drops for Holmgren.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Jackson with it. He had 15 points last outing. A shot missing. Smart against Ball. Here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Jackson with the screen. Smart finds Jackson. And stolen by Hunter. Outside, Ball. Holmgren with a screen on Smart. Here's Ball. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Thanks, Kevin. The intel today is out of the Bay Area. The Warriors with an early season transaction. They were looking to land someone that instantly elevated their offense, so you can understand why Zion's name was at the top of their list. I'm hearing chatter that they want to reshape their offense around Williams' explosiveness and try to make scoring as easy as possible for him.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. The Pacers making a switch here. Klingen's checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Holmgren. And the rejection by Claxton. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Joel Embiid.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And here are the Pacers now, after the miss from Chet Holmgren.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Hunter against Jackson. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Smart. Jackson has the open look. That three off the mark. And now the Bulls on the break. Hunter, no one around him. No good from outside. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Pacers. Walker's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Floyd comes in for Jackson. And it's Casey Wallace in for Marcus Smart. And Chicago also making a switch. Robinson's checked in. Now here's McDaniels. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Washington. Screen by Claxton. They now take the lead. And the Pacers lead by 1. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Holmgren. Wallace with the screen on Hunter. Back to Wallace. Stolen by Ball. Good. Ball's got 6 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Yep, that one goes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Robinson. Hunter, a three. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Floyd. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And it's Ball at the elbow. Jones sets the pick for Ball. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim. So good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Jones with the screen on Wallace. The drive by Ball. Pass to Jones. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes here for the Pacers. Luke Cornett comes in for Klingon. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Nicholas Claxton. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for Chicago. Hunter on the wing. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington. Here's McDaniels. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. McDaniels got 5 now.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. Take a look at Wallace. Such quick hands. 2nd in the NBA.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten him through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Well, the most active hands in the league, I think, belong to those fellas right there. I mean, that is one pesky bunch of pickpockets.
Now here's Jones. Scoreless thus far. And the foul called on Casey Wallace. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Bulls. Really left alone that time. He's got 8.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Walker a screen on ball. Wallace dishes to Walker. Jones finds ball. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Chet Holmgren. All out there with Jackson. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball, but I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
And Isaac throws it down.
Isaac really quick in the pick and roll. Once he sets the screen, he does a nice job rolling quickly and hard to the open space.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Here's Floyd. Uses both hands to down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You take a look at Hunter. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That give him a nice bump in the voting.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Here's Floyd following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Off on the layup.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Here's Ball. The Pacers making the shot. McDaniels passes to Robinson. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Robinson's got the lead up to 4 now for Chicago. Wallace outside. And a wide open look for Walker. Nailed from three-point land. Walker's got 9 points.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Outside for Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Embiid. 12 points for him. Over Holmgren. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Joel Embiid.
You know, with his size and offensive versatility, the defense really has its hands full with Embiid.
Here is Robinson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's sent back by Isaac. Here's Floyd, guarded by Jackson. Out to Wallace. Pass to Walker. Goes back up. Good on the jump shot. Walker's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Robinson finds McDaniel. No good with the triple.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He's got 13.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Holmgren with a screen on Wallace. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Walker kicks to Wallace. The kick out to Walker. Robinson with the block. And they'll get another chance. To the wing on the left. Embiid, the pass to Floyd. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Second chance shot. Embiid, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Isaac against Robinson. Here's Walker. Robinson pulls it in. The Bulls have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. It's good. Jackson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Paul, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
Here's Floyd. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And here's Jackson. He has 7. Pass to Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Out to the right wing. Ball finds McDaniel. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
McDaniels, and Embiid pulls it down. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Walker's shot is off. Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Ball. It's taken away by Wallace. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance.
Man, I like Isaac's mobility. Love it. This guy gets down the floor extremely well. And he has a sense of where he should go to get a scoring opportunity, too.
Now, here's Ball. He had 13 points in the win against Washington. And here we can check out the score for LaMelo Ball.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Swinging, he's checked in for Embiid. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Leonard, he's checked in for Walker. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Casey Wallace. Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for Lonzo Ball. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Chicago.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Leonard inside, guarded by Jackson. And it's Leonard missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down.
And that's just really good situational awareness from Smart, realizing someone was open on that possession.
Ball feeling it out a bit. It's hauled in by Claxton. Indiana trailing here. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into fouling.
Chicago making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Now here's Smart. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And Jones slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Now, here's Hunter. D right on him. Yes, that goes in. Hunter's got 7 points in the game.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Leonard against McDaniel. Pass to Klingon. Takes it off the glass. Klingon's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ball against Smart. Now, here's Hunter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A 15-footer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Floyd. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here's Hunter. The Pacers pull it in. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Here's Floyd. He's got 14. Pass to Klingon. And Jones over to help. A nice shot by Klingon.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bulls trail by 4. Ball kicks to McDaniels. Back to Ball. To the paint. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Bangs home the trifecta. 10 points for him.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Floyd. Then for the Bulls, Robinson's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Jackson in for McDaniels. And so Jackson nails both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here's Jackson. He has 7. Robinson sets a screen for Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
A master at creating space in the two-man game. That's LaMelo Ball.
Counted good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Hunter on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Thanks, everybody.
Here's Floyd. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pacers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready. to the Fan.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. And let's move to some recent news. Multiple trades are shaking up the league.
This team went all in on Zion, making their intentions clear. They want to win now.
Talking to people around the team's front office, there's a belief that Zion can put them over the top. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. G.G. Jackson is out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Klingon in at the 5. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Outside, Ball. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's an overlooked part of Kawhi's game, but he does a nice job distributing the ball.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by Smart. Pacers leading by 5. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Banked in off the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Jackson in the corner. Back to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson a screen on Smart. Ball with the bucket.
Deadly in the pick and roll. LaMelo Ball can do anything out of that particular set. This time calling his own number.
Pass to Leonard. Jackson in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Leonard against Ball. Again, Ball missing.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Smart passes to Claxton. Not loose. Pushing it up. And it's Ball penetrating. And Ball slams it in.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
Leonard. Kawhi with the flush.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Ball against Smart. Right side, Ball. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Leonard with a screen on Ball. Smart kicks to Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Klingon the screen for Jackson. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hunter for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The Pacers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight, and that one falls for Jackson. Holmgren, he's checked in for Robinson. He's perfect from the line this time. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got 20.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Here's Leonard, and there's the drive. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Claxton against Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Smart. With a tie. Ball no good. Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And it's Leonard missing. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Hunter the pass to Jackson. And stolen by Leonard. Pass to Jackson, 14 feet away. And here's Smart. Jackson in the corner. Crosses over, and the dunk by Jackson.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Ball against Smart. Crafty move. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson dishes to Smart. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Now it's a 6-point Indiana lead. Smart against Ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Jackson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Indiana making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Klingon. Walker comes in for Leonard. And Floyd subbed in for Marcus Smart. Ball with the bucket.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Indiana leading by 4. Here's Floyd. He's got 14. Count it. Floyd's got 16 points.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Holmgren. Hunter on the wing for the 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Walker's shot is off. Bulls trail by 3. There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta.
And for that game against Chicago, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. 2 of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Chicago making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Ball against Walker. Outside, Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Jackson has the open look. Another 3 for Chicago.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Floyd. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one on Holmgren.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. Pass to Jackson. The drive by Ball. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on. Jarvis Walker.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
Hunter kicks to Ball. Here is Robinson. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Holmgren sets the screen for Ball. Pass to Holmgren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist here tonight. Pacers trail by 4. Paxton a screen on Hunter. Jackson misses.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Chicago's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. That shot wide open. Holmgren's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Floyd, who's got 19. Looking to end the run. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Ball, the pass to Hunter. Walker against Ball. Holmgren with a screen on Walker. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Boy, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
Embiid the screen. Here's Floyd. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And they also show up in terms of defense. Top 5 in blocks. And that really just means their guys are getting after it and providing some great help defense.
And that #1 ranking in rebounding is no fluke. They've got the muscle and, Greg, the persistence to control the glass in every game they play. And Indiana making a change here. Klingen's checked in. And it's Ball penetrating for 3. Hunter. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
3 points.
Ball's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Floyd. 1 points in the game. Offensive rebound. Here's Klingen. Pass to Embiid. Stolen by Ball. On the wing, Jackson. Guarded by Walker. Now Ball. And he has 28 points for the game. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 10. 1:29 left to play in the third. Here's Embiid. Here's Walker. Pass to Klingen. Outside Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. And third, the Pacers.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Balls is checked in for Indiana. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 7 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contribution.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. You get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Chicago leading by 10. Ball kicks to Hunter. And again, Chicago. No good. Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. That bucket in no time at all. 16 points for Joel Embiid.
Embiid's mid-range touch is really improving. It's noticeable.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And Chicago shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Indiana moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Floyd. He's covered by Ball. Holmgren wide open. Open jump shot off the mark.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Once again, give it up for your Postmates States team.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
That is your Pacers high school.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Jackson is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Hunter in at the 2 spot. Wallace finds Embiid. Takes it from 10. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow!
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Jackson setting the pick here for Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. That one drops for him. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Right side, Smart. Pass to Walker. Fires for 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Hunter. And that one's on target from the wing. Hunter's got 20 points.
So versatile offensively. When Hunter gets in a rhythm, he's capable of carving up a defense.
Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut back down to 8. An important basket there from Walker. The Bulls' shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Hunter kicks to Holmgren. There's Jackson with the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Klingen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Embiid. Out to Wallace. The trade. Drills it from outside. Wallace has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Embiid gives you a lot. Scoring, rebounding, defense, and he can also beat you with the pass.
Now Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And how about that? Snuck in off the baseline and then the sensational reverse.
How pretty was that? Athletic basketball with a little bit of flair mixed in.
Well, you know, coming off the baseline gives you the perfect setup for that reverse throwdown, and he took advantage of it.
Embiid, no good.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Smart. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ball. Pacers with the rebound. Klingen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Walker. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hunter finds Ball. Robinson sets a screen for Ball. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Chicago leading by 7. Jackson dishes the ball. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Stolen by Walker. On the wing, Wallace. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Smart. Clock at 6. Outside, Walker. Shoots over Ball. And it's Walker again missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, but they've had some clean looks. When he goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Walker against Jackson. In the corner, Smart with it. To stop the drought, he lays it in.
Man, that's an error by the D. You can't give someone like Smart that kind of position inside.
Smart against Ball. Robinson passes to Holmgren. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. To the inside. Embiid with the steal. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Walker. And Paul with the block.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
Tries again. Misses off the left iron.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Nice shot by Smart.
And if Smart finds his rhythm from range, he is dangerous. He can do a lot of damage from deep.
Ball kicks to Hunter. Back to Ball. Shoots the three. Hunter no good. Pacers trail by 4. Outside, Walker. Pass to Klingon. The kick out to Walker. Over Jackson. Walker's shot is off.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Stolen by Walker. Embiid on the attack. Robinson. Pulls it in. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Some changes for Indiana. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Klingon. Jackson comes in for Embiid, and it's Leonard in for Case and Wallace. And a change for the Bulls. McDaniels, he's checked in for Jackson. Leonard kicks to Walker, launches it. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Paul with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead. Here's Walker. Hit right through the net. Walker's got 7 points here in this quarter. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 11 points. McDaniels finds Ball. Back to McDaniels. Pass to Holmgren. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. That's a 2-pointer from Walker.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Pacers. Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. Ball against Smart. Ball, the pass to Hunter. Now McDaniels. Pass to Holmgren. Embiid with the steal. 3-on-3. Embiid running the floor.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
For 3, Holmgren. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Claxton. Embiid against Williams. Embiid inside, and he comes up with the deuce. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the wing right side. Claxton with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Walker's shot is off. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. For a 3, Hunter. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Hunter's got 5 points now in the quarter. There's the pick. Leonard, that's for 2. Driving in. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
LaMelo Ball. Third personal foul.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
McDaniels dishes the ball. Just 4 to shoot. Holmgren in the corner. A 3-ball. Ball kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Hunter. To the left side wing. Smart against Ball. Over Smart. Back to Hunter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Goes up again. And he's since the layup. Hunter's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer. Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. What a time in the ball game to make it happen.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Ball. Down low, there's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Smart passes to Embiid. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Embiid's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Pass to Hunter. 3-pointer. And the Bulls another 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Ball from long range. Holmgren with it. Now Hunter. 6 to shoot. Holmgren with a screen on Leonard. Back to Hunter. Shoots over Leonard. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Indiana.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Hunter for 3. Cans it from downtown. Hunter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinals. Peace, guys.